With the election now just 36 days away, both candidates are working to engage minority voters in key swing states. Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett was in Milwaukee campaigning for Vice President Harris. Only on 27 News, Darrielle Fair has you covered on why Crockett thinks the black vote will be crucial on November 5th.
Amber, black voters across key swing states like Wisconsin will play a critical role in bolstering the margin of victory in this year's presidential race. Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett was in Milwaukee on Sunday campaigning for Vice President Kamala Harris, an area with the largest population of black voters in the state, as both candidates attempt to target this critical voting bloc.
Telling these real stories about how close these elections are and how your vote really does matter, it's important to tell those stories.
Historically black Greek letter organizations hosted a canvassing event at Mi Casa Su Cafe to talk about the issues impacting black communities.
The cost of foods in our community is really high.
I think the biggest issue is honestly funding. I mean, I come from a private institution.
Representative Crockett emphasizing that every vote counts, whether it's the presidential race or a state or local election. Crockett narrowly defeated her challenger by 90 votes before being elected as a state representative in Texas. Crockett is now serving her first term in Congress.
Number one, it's important to vote up and down the ballot because I rely on those locally elected people to tell me what it is that needs to be done in D.C.
Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson speaking to the role black voters will play in his city in winning Wisconsin.
The more African Americans we get up and get out to exercise their vote and go to the polls and vote, that can tip the balance of elections one way or the other.
Vice President Harris leads former President Donald Trump 79% to 16% among black voters in the latest poll conducted by CNN. 57% of voters say they are very or fairly satisfied with the presidential candidates compared to 31% when Biden was still in the race. Harris' campaign kicked off his historically black colleges and universities homecoming tour to engage young black voters. The campaign made its first stop at Winston-Salem State in North Carolina, and its last scheduled visit will be in Georgia at Spelman College in October. Back to you, Amber.